Happy World Pride.
Feel very welcome, very safe.
Malmö and Copenhagen, woo!
To all my gay people, my lesbian sisters, my non-binaries, trans, people of color, let's go.
Sweden, get ready for World Pride 2021.
Together with the Danish capital Copenhagen, Malmö will be co-hosting the biggest LGBTQ+ celebration the city has ever seen.
I think it is a Swedish thing.
Yeah, it's my favorite city in the whole world.
I never ever felt unsecure in Malmö.
But I also think it is a special thing for Malmö.
After exploring the city by ourselves, we got very curious about the Malmö queer community.
We catched up with 5 queer locals who took us to their favorite spots and shared their thoughts on LGBTQ+ life in Malmö.
People here are so pretty laid back, down to earth.
This really small town with this huge personality.
And you can see everybody's like doing their own thing.
And their cultures and the food and the music.
So many talented musicians here.
Oh, I love Malmö so much.
Let's start sharing these great tips on where to go and enjoy Malmö's queer atmosphere. Whether you come visit before, during or after World Pride.
Here we go! For the first time in history, World Pride will be co-hosted by 2 different cities in 2 different countries. Connecting both cities, the Öresund Bridge has made the queer relationship between Malmö and Copenhagen stronger than ever before.
We want to know how and when queer people found their place in Malmö. One of the locals we meet is Chris, managing director of the cultural institution Inkomst.
Like no one else, she can tell us how the queer scene has evolved.
I landed here in Malmö at the end of the 80s, when Malmö was a city that everybody left because there had been a crisis with the shipping industry, shipping boating industry. We came from Stockholm, and there was the governmental LGBT movement supported by the government. And there was only this place, Fyra, the 4, because it was in the street, a small street, and there was number 4. And we used to go there on Fridays or Saturdays, and we heard that friends of ours had heard from their friends and acquaintances that we had been there, but there was no one who talked to us. And one evening, late night, I asked in the queue for the toilet, I asked this guy, so how long does it take before someone says hello? And he turns around and he says, it will be a while. And I felt like, oh my God, we'd been living here for a year or so. It was very secretive. People would go to Copenhagen to actually, to live a gay life or to go out to different clubs. At that time, there was no bridge, there was a boat, so people would be going there. And this has been the problem, I would say, of Malmö for many years, that Copenhagen was more attractive.
With a huge city like Copenhagen around the corner, Malmö has struggled to find its own queer identity. Their first Pride ever, named Rainbow Festival, was organized in 1995. The Swedish city has been celebrating equality, love and respect ever since and saw its scene growing.
Pride changes our society. Like after each Pride, a little bit has changed. Like we have taken steps forward in the right direction.
Especially for a younger generation, Pride became an important experience to express identity, as Kai tells us while they talks about the meaning of Pride.
Pride for me means everything, because like walking with my friends, with my siblings, with like other people in the queer community, in the LGBTQ community, down the streets in Malmö, it's like we're here, we're queer. Understanding that you're not alone as a queer person, you have like all these people around you, and we come together at Pride and we can like find each other and connect with each other, and I think that's so nice and that's super important.
Let us take you on a small city trip where we show you how beautiful and queer-friendly Malmö truly is.
Historically, Malmö has a strong connection to water because of its amazing location at the Baltic Sea.
You can also experience this connection in the city center. Here we meet our local guide Mats.
Vi lämnar precis nu hotell Savoy på vänster sida. Hotellet heter Horn innan.
We join Mats and a lovely group of elderly queer people on a relaxing boat tour around the city's canals and harbor area.
Being gay in Malmö is very, very easy. It's very easy. I never ever felt unsecure in Malmö. The city center of Malmö is very safe to walk around, and also in the parks and so on. I don't feel unsecure ever when I'm in Malmö. No. And we like Malmö. Malmö is a nice city with a lot of parks, and there is also quite a nice gay community, and of course we have some very nice restaurants.
When we think of Scandinavia, we instantly think of sauna.
It's an old building. It's actually more than 100 years old.
And off we go.
The Ripersborg Kalbatus is one of our favorite spots in Malmö. Located on the water, you can enjoy this beautiful sauna with a refreshing skinny dip in the Baltic Sea.
I go there frequently, so I go also even in the middle of the winter, because then you're only in the sauna, and then you jump into the water and you sit down on the benches just outside of the sauna in the fresh air before you go into the sauna again. If you go there, you always meet somebody you know. And if you don't meet somebody you know, you can easily find someone to know if you want to know someone. Just use your eyes, and I promise that you will find someone very attractive with whom you can spend an hour or two. Just take a glass of water, or take a drink, or just swim together in the water. And you are naked, so you're already the half of the program is already done.
During the monthly event Queer Colors, tradition meets equality.
That's right.
When all areas are open to all visitors, disregarding gender or gender identity.
Malmö's Swedish open sea bathhouse should be on everybody's bucket list.
Back on our bikes, the next stop on our Queer Malmö tour is Folketspark, right in the heart of the city.
Folketspark means Park of the People. This is the place where the annual Pride Parade usually ends into one big outdoor party. Honestly, we cannot imagine a better spot.
The atmosphere was perfect, with thousands of queer people and their allies gathering in the park, dancing in front of the performing artists on stage, and just celebrating their day together with a rainbow flag in their hands. Are these cinnamon buns?
Yes.
These are cinnamon buns. Do you also want one?
Yes.
Then 2 cinnamon buns.
Yes.
On other days, Folketspark is a very popular green recreation space where you can relax with friends or family. In the middle of the park we find Sally's, a small takeout cafe that serves fika.
Fika is what the Swedish call lunch or a snack break around lunchtime.
Actually, you can have fika the whole day. It just means coffee with friends and something sweet or savory.
Around noon, it's time for some shade. Here we meet Karin, who tells us more about your connection to Folketspark.
Well, we are in Folketspark, the park of the people. I have a very nice memory from Moriskan. I think that's a perfect place in Malmö because music, food, you can meet people, you can do everything there. So that's one of the favorites, but it's nice that it's a park in the middle of the city. I love that the whole world is representing in Malmö, all different countries and people, and you can find good food, and it's a very open city. Here's not so many gay places or clubs, but I think you don't need them because you're welcome all over the place in Malmö. So I think it's better when you can be in a place with everybody.
And back to Inkomst, Malmö's cultural heart for music, stage art and other forms of expression.
I think that Inkomst has always been defined or undefined a queer space, this is why I'm so happy to be working here now. Sorry for all the mess, but you can see. So this is the venue. This is actually where you can, like a chest of drawers, you can take the chairs out. There are places you can go, also in Copenhagen, of course, but it's to be honest, it's mostly in combination with being queer and alcohol. We add culture. So in that sense, we think this is what we're good at in this place, in this venue. This I like.
Yeah.
It's the porno sort of sex club atmosphere.
like cuddle here, like.
Yes, it's very,
Tactile.
But there are not so many places where you can actually present gay culture or straight culture or queer culture with a crowd that is open to receive this. And there certainly, if you look at the different institutions here in Malmö, every now and then there is a performance that could be perhaps labeled as LGBT, but we would like to present the artists who are LGBT. So, and create more of a meeting place.
Long summer days are another advantage of enjoying your vacation in Sweden. We joined Kai for a sunset at the water nearby Malmö's landmark, the Turning Torso.
With live music, a very mixed crowd and the best view in town, we talked about being queer, non-binary gender identities and socks.
I'm just gonna make a shot of your lovely socks.
Yes,
That's okay.
my sausage socks.
So awesome, oh my god.
Yes, I love them so much. I love silly socks. It's the best. Yeah, we're in Bonolett, as we call it here in Malmö, in Västra Hamnen, in like the West Harbor. Yeah, at one of my favorite places in this town, because of the beautiful view and the possibility to hang out with friends, like eat ice cream, just sunbathe or bathe in the ocean. Just hang out and be yourself. It's a really nice place to be. I've lived in Malmö since I was a kid, and then I moved to Gothenburg for 1 year when I was 19, and then I lived there with my partner, and then we moved back because we missed Malmö so much. It's the city in Sweden that I feel most safe in, I think. We talk about Malmö in Sweden like that, like Malmö is the capital city of like veganism, LGBTQ people, feminism, everything. It's like the most politically correct city.
We are looking now at the bridge there.
Yes.
It's between the two cities, one in Denmark, Copenhagen, and here Malmö.
Yes.
How is that connection to Denmark and Copenhagen for you?
Like I feel this bridge, it's like it connects these two big cities and our communities, like especially the queer communities. We travel to each other to see each other. I travel there a lot, not now during the pandemic, but before we went there like all the time. Except it's kind of expensive to go there, but it's worth it 100% because I think the queer community is so much bigger in Copenhagen. Party with the queer people and meet the drag queens and such. We don't have so many drag queens in Malmö, and I absolutely believe that World Pride also like brings people together, and I think that's so nice. I would hope everyone could meet for World Pride in like one city. It would be really crowded, but it would be really nice also.
Being the only gay bar in town, the Red Shoe Bar is a popular hangout for all kinds of queer people and their friends.
Yeah, we like this place. And the cool thing is that it's so mixed. Some weekends, around 7, 8, 9 something, just have a drink or whatever before you go somewhere else.
The bar has a Berlin kind of vibe going on, with concrete walls decorated with many pieces of art.
Yeah, even better. 20K high flowing like a feather. Rockin' in the shit in any type of weather. You know I'm gay, but I get your girl pussy wetter.
Here we meet up with Sebastian, also known as DJ Soleil Camara, who tells us all about Malmö's music scene and the importance of pride.
I make something called Future Beats. They call it Future Beats. I would more call it like future funk, soul house kind of. It's like a mixture. It's like, I would say up-tempo, hip-hop, R&B, soul music with electronic vibes.
Dance all, negative vibe, I can't all. Real talk, people feel stand tall. Live long, united we stand, united we fall to the lights.
I think what inspires me is like, people here are so pretty laid back, down to earth. And you can see everybody's like doing their own thing also. Like music-wise, there are so many talented musicians here. Like a lot of people are doing hip-hop, and that inspires me a lot to be like, they're doing their shit in that way. I can also do it in my way, like, you know, and just fucking do it, you know. For me, it has been like gay life has always been accepted. Like, it has been like a heteronorm, like, you know, and that's how I felt. And I'm very happy for that, you know, because everybody just like supported me, basically. The only problem I have with the Pride parades, and maybe this sounds stupid, is because I just don't like the music. I really don't like the music. And it always has to be some YMCA or It's Raining Men. Not that Raining Men particularly has, like, is a gay song from the beginning, but it has been, like, you know, it's like, and it's just stereotype for me. But like when it comes to like the whole political thing, I think it's just like important to just like be there. I was happy, like, you know, having a beer flag, you know, supporting the beers, and that was me.
Thank y'all so much. My name is Soleil Kamara. Stay tuned.
World Pride is more than just an event or an excuse to party. The city and its Pride organizers set the bar high, aiming to integrate the Pride's values into Malmö society in a sustainable way. So when Pride is over, what do our local friends wish for?
Gay guys and gay girls like to dance. And if there's rhythm, let's dance. Doesn't matter which kind of music, you know. Why don't we have more of that? It's important to bring in all types of music. I saw a truck with gay people from Syria and Iraq and stuff. They had their like Arab music going on, like, and it was amazing. And they played and they made like remixes of that, but infusing Rihanna, and then it was Beyonce, and then back to their own shit. And I'm like, this. Yeah.
You also have to realize that the LGBTQ community in Sweden or in Europe or in the world, we're not the only ones with problems. Mm-hmm. So I think we have to join hands with all these, I hate the word, but the so-called minorities, you know, because we are threatened from all corners, and that we can actually, with Inkonst, with the society, aim for a situation where we all take care of each other and fight together when a fight is necessary.
I want to see more queer people in like TV and in books and in just on the like billboards in our city, in Malmö city. Like, I want to see queer people. I want to see people as myself when I look, like when I'm walking down Gågatan. More representation. I would really love to see that after World Pride.
I think that Malmö already is a very global, very young, modern and very open city. I do hope that it will continue to be even better. So I do hope it's going to be, you know, even more generous afterwards.
Dear friends, I speak to you right now, only to you. And you know, in 2021 we will have a big party in Malmö and Copenhagen, of course, lasting for many, many, many days. And you are so welcome to come and spend this time together with me and all my friends as well. If you feel lonely, just give me a call and I promise to take care of you. So a warm welcome to Malmö.
Malmö will always have a special place in our heart.
Many thanks to all the lovely people who showed us their favorite spots and shared their stories with us.
We cannot wait to go back to Malmö and celebrate Pride with all of you.
Happy World Pride 2021, Copenhagen, Malmö.